Hi, I'm registered dietitian and nutritionist Wendy Wesley, and today I am going to make butter-seared sweet potatoes this morning in a cast iron pan. And I'm also going to talk about cast iron pan cooking, cast iron pan cleaning, seasoning, and all that too, because every time I talk about cast iron, I notice people are really listening. So I think that tells me that people are very interested in cast iron cooking, and maybe they're a little intimidated. It did take me a while to learn it, to figure it out, but I've got some quick and fast rules to be successful with cast iron cooking. Here is my cast iron pan. It is on a hot plate. It is hot, but I can still pick it up. It's not burning me. But I am heating it up so I can make these butter-seared sweet potatoes. So this morning I put this potato in my toaster oven, 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. Just baked it, and it smells great. It is just a baked potato. There's nothing special about it. The skin is on, and I cook these with the skin on because they will get crispy. They will absorb some of the butter, and they will also provide lots and lots of fiber. I am the queen of fiber. That's all I seem to talk about is fiber. So my first step is I'm just gonna cut this bit of sweet potato into some chunks. I wish you could see what I'm doing, but I'm not kind of set up like that, so I'm gonna show you what I did here. I cut some of these sweet potatoes into chunks. You see, this one has the skin on it. Leave it on. It's okay. You need that fiber. You need that taste. You need that crunch. Leave the skins on the potatoes all the time, as much as you can. Even when you're making your mashed potatoes this Thanksgiving, leave some of the skins on. It provides a little bit of, definitely it provides some fiber, but provides some different textures, some different interest. My mother always left some of the skins on the potatoes, and when I was a kid, I didn't like it, but yeah, I grew to like it. I grew to like everything that she cooked for me and everything she taught me about cooking. So, little kudo to Peggy. So here we are. I have cut these. Oops, a couple of them fell off. I've cut these, and I'm gonna get, oh, this pan is hot. Whoa, I'm gonna get some butter going in the cast iron. Here we go. And it's sizzling, and I'm gonna scoop that around. All right, and I'm gonna add these sweet potatoes to the pan. Here it is. You hear that sizzle? That's right, there they go. There they go. And don't fuss them. Just let the pan do the work. Let the pan, let the butter sear these sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna talk now about cast iron. I bought this cast iron pan brand new, and when you buy a cast iron pan new, it's silver, it's not black. And what you want to do is you can season it. And fortunately, we live in Florida, the hottest state in the world, and you can just put peanut oil, a thin layer of peanut oil to season your cast iron in it, and you can put it outside on the sidewalk. I know, because the heat from the sidewalk from underneath and then the sun coming down on it what you're kind of doing is you're baking this oil into the surface. And you bring it in, leave it out there for an hour or two, bring it in, wipe it down, repeat. And this is kind of the equivalent of putting it in the oven, which you can also do. You can also put a thin layer of oil in the pan and put it in a very, very hot oven, like 450, 500 degrees. And what you're doing is basically you're baking the oil onto it. Now you don't want to do too much. Now I made that mistake. I used too much thinking more is better. And then I got this sticky surface, and you don't want that. So basically, when you clean a cast iron, I try not to scrape it with a metal spatula or steel wool. For cleaning, I use a green scrubby because I don't want that coating to come off, metal against metal. And then the other thing I never, ever, ever do is I never, ever, ever use soap. Do not ever use soap or any kind of detergent on your cast iron. And don't let anybody else in your family do it either. Like, put the word out. No soap in the cast iron. All you do is you use hot water, you scrub it out, and then you set it aside. You dry it. What I do is I dry it with a paper napkin or paper towel, and then I get a little bit of oil, like canola or whatever I have, olive, and I just put a little oil in it, and then I'm done. And that's cleaning. Hot water, a napkin to dry, and a little bit of oil, and that's going to prevent the rusting. Now, I've had a lot of problems with my cast iron, my bigger cast iron rusting, because I didn't have a good enough coating on it. Now you get this cast iron hot And that's the key. You got to get it hot. You can't put cold food in a cold pan and expect it to function as a like a non-stick surface. But you get this pan hot and you put your food in, and guess what? It doesn't stick. It's like the original non-stick pan. It's what people used before we had non-stick surfaces. This was non-stick cooking, essentially. So I'm gonna move these around, and oh yeah, they are turning like black. No, not black, but they're turning brown. They're searing, and I'm not gonna add any salt to this because I find that there's enough salt in the butter to carry it. So essentially, this is a 2-ingredient side dish. It is potato and it's butter. If you want to make it vegan, you can use oil. But my preference for this is butter. And if you use oil, maybe you want to add just a hint of sugar because this butter will kind of add to the sweet. You don't need to add a lot of sugar to this recipe. I find that it is just, I think that sweet potatoes are sweet enough as they are. So here I'm going to pop these around and I'm going to show you. Here's one. Let's see if I can get, here's one. You see how it got seared? Oh, that's hot. Ow, ow, ow. See how it got seared? And I'm gonna do that on all sides, and nice and hot and buttery and seared. This is one of my favorite recipes, so easy. Talk about nutrition. Sweet potatoes are so nutrient dense, vitamin A, vitamin C, and all of that amazing fiber from the skins. I'm Wendy Wesley. I'm a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and I thank you for listening. Bye-bye.